Submit to be a member of APC, agree that Tinubu will have a second term. That's what it is, Rufai. Former Kaduna State Governor Rufai has alleged that the pressure surrounding recent investigations and the attempt by DSS to arrest him at Abuja Airport is politically motivated and aimed at compelling him to join APC and support President Bola Tinubu's second term ambition. Speaking during an interview on Arrest News, Rufai defended his record in public service and rejected suggestions that investigations into him were routine law enforcement processes. He pointed to his years in government between 1999 and 2007 and again for 8 years afterwards, stating that he had consistently challenged anyone with evidence of wrongdoing to present it publicly. He recalled previous investigations during the Yar'Adua Jonathan administration, noting that those inquiries ended without proof of corruption and that a court dismissed a case related to land allocation during his tenure as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Rufai expressed confidence that any scrutiny of financial and administrative decisions taken during his time in office would withstand investigation. He maintained that proper investigation should rely on documentary evidence rather than arrest or detention before findings are established. He insisted that political reasons were driving the probe against him, saying some officials of the anti-graft agency privately said that the situation could ease if he aligned politically with the APC and endorsed Tinubu's 2027 ambition. In his words, he said, "Look, some of the professionals in this institution feel very bad that they are being compelled, and when some of my guys that have been invited or abducted face them, when they finish all the questions, they tell them, look, we are sorry, but this is all political. Why don't you guys go and settle with them?" Settle with them means that submit to be a member of APC and agree that Tinubu will have a second term. That's what it is. Oh, Dream says, go and submit yourself tomorrow for investigation. Hey, John Wanda says, Rufai is among people that betray Peter Obi. One day, his own nemesis will come. Abdul Hakim says, indeed, you are a good leader, par excellence. Therefore, may Allah guide and protect you from any envies. Onawojo says, whether second term or no second term, Tinubu is already a president of this country. When is yours coming? Okay, now. Patrick Obi says, that's a pure lie. Even if you don't submit to be an APC member, it's obvious that Tinubu will win. Although Tinubu also went against GUJ and made Buhari to take over from GUJ, yet we prefer Tinubu to conclude his 8 years. We are not APC nor any other party, but we prefer Tinubu to win the election of 2027. How many of you are the we? It is after then someone else can take over, just as Buhari completed his own tenure. That's all. Afolabi Taiwo says, politics is a game in a room in which nobody will know when the whole thing will be finalized. I can blame Tinubu, and I can't also blame Rufai, excuse me. They both knew what went wrong between them, but only Rufai seemed lamenting. If you are given opportunity to hear the side of the president while he was neglected, you will be shocked. So they're both playing politics. Okay. Barewa says Tinubu and Shetima will buy before 2027. They will go and meet Buhari in the before 2027. And actually, Atiku Abubakar will be crowned. Abubakar ke. I beg. Wisdom says Rufai is a big fish. Tinubu should just go and rest. 2027 is going to be hot. Atimane Sebastian says his cup will soon for one day. Karma will haunt him till eternity. Taiwo Guntade says this man called Rufai thinks he's very important and a popular person that can influence votes. It's a lie. Chikwadon says, up APC, moving train forward ever, also to myself, forward ever in rich money. Okay. Ike says, well, Rufai is a northerner. Tinubu has no power over him. It will end the dialogue. The way his people guarded him at the airport means that he's a political heavyweight. Lisa says, we all remember what former comrade Senator Adams Shomale said about the APC cleansing baptismal wand. Join the APC and your sins are forgiven. But in the case of our arrogant, erratic, and ruthless Malana, say Rufai, his cup is full and nemesis is beginning to catch up with him. Joining APC may not end his pains in a hurry. Daniel says, in your dreams, so you supported him to grab power, but he denied you minister. Who will help tell this lunatic that his problem is not Tinubu, but God punishment? If you like, declare nothing for you. Tessis Maru says they will prefer a political nightmare like him out of circulation before general election. He is too brilliant to be ignored, particularly by his state governor, let alone the president who relies on the governor. So formally inviting him based on petition, no water type, needless risk. You see? Exactly, just invite him instead of trying to arrest him forcefully. Yes, 377 says Tinubu doesn't deserve a second term. Of course, we know that. We know. Rufai says, but it is what it is. Subscribe to Renewed Hope Agenda and the harassment stops. Shaking now. Is that how it is supposed to be? Are we going to all agree to that? That will join APC and your sins are forgiven. Oh, wow. Ocho says the truth and nothing but the truth. Okoye says, when I hear that headlines, I laugh. So that's the kind of leader leading the country because of second term. Democracy and rule of law are destroying. Uncle Bear says, my take is that Tinubu lacks moral standing to send any security agent after anybody today in Nigeria. Ahuna Francis says, yes, it is politically motivated. Go to DSS and prove them wrong. Because politically motivated is not a defense. DSS office is not a grave, rather an investigative department unit. So don't use you people political grammar to play down the allegations. Go there. It is your words against theirs. Olayinka says, Rufai speaks as if he is the one that gives second term. I don't know. As Mama says, Madam, you know more than we do. That records can't contain the atrocious assurance you took in line of service. Saka Cardinal will not forget you in a hurry. Ali Kudresina says, the Kuma know themselves, both the one instructing the arrest and the victim are same. Yawa Gosungas. What a challenge. I said it publicly now. If you have any corrupt or mismanagement of fund against him, while in office, to prove it now. I think I like this man for being plain. If they can't find any corrupt practices against him. Onekpe Emmanuel says, policy that buys business and suffers the masses and enrich his party men and himself. Abina. Lovina says, Bola Tinubu is a disgusted criminal. Only God will disgrace him. Tadalake says, everybody called you a pathological liar and betrayer. Always looking for his own interest and careless about citizens and the country. Very, very careless. Ume Okafor says, this tribe, they are pests. Everything about them is evil. If Tinubu can muster the courage to apply the sticks. Adebisi says, this is just noise. Please submit yourself for investigation. Joshua Maji says, go and clear your shit. That is if you can. Stop saying lies. Ahmed Saba says, whenever a Rufai name is mentioned in the media, my fellas from across the Niger, they panic. Jinali says, now you know your past is still there. Continue. Solution says, capital no, it is not what it is. Whether it is or not, you must answer the wrongdoings. Nemesis has caught up with you and your time has come to be accountable. You must. Alright, now let's see how it goes. And listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.